So our family moved to the United States in January of 1968, and my parents, they waited a couple of weeks before enrolling me in school, and this is where it all started for me in many ways, life in America. At the time, it was called Sunset Elementary. It later became a Spanish language school and changed its name. It's in Bellevue, Washington, in the Eastgate area of Bellevue. So on that first day of school back in 1968, it was February 14th, and I can remember that because it was Valentine's Day. When I first went to school, I mean, obviously most of the day was all about learning and sitting at my desk, but towards the end of the day, all the kids, they had prepared a Valentine's little card for me. And this was all new to me. I really don't remember ever doing that in England, which is where I had moved to Bellevue, Washington from. And I think now, unfortunately, it's slated for demolition. So that's, I guess, the main reason why I'm here today. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is just kind of walk the outdoor hallway of my old elementary school. Earlier I said that the school is slated for demolition, and in fact, now that I get back here and take a look, that has already started, because off to the right there used to be a whole bunch of classrooms. Yeah, that all used to be classrooms right there, and well, as you can see, they're gone. Well, whatever you can see behind me, I suppose it doesn't look like much, but for me, this brings back just a flood of childhood memories. That is a backstop, and this is one of the first places I ever experienced baseball here in the United States. We would just play at recess. I think my Little League team may have practiced here once in a while. Seattle had a major league team for only one season at that time. In 1969, we had the Seattle Pilots, and of course their story has been well documented in Jim Bowden's book, Ball 4. I was just a kid living in the area and actually playing Little League at the time. And Don Mincher, one of the Pilots ball players, his son Mark was in our Little League. And that was always pretty cool because occasionally his dad, Don Mincher, and some of the other Seattle Pilots would watch baseball games that were taking place in our league because they came to watch Mark. Okay, here's a really interesting spot for me. I actually have a photograph that was taken right here or just outside these doors. It was all a lot of fun when we weren't in class. That's one of the things we would do. I think I brought street hockey to some of these guys. Anyway, a handful of us just really thought the sport was really fun. We loved hockey. There wasn't that much ice hockey around here at the time. So where I'm standing now, this is where me and my elementary school friends, during recess and after school, at lunchtime, whenever we could, this is where we would play street hockey. And I'm gonna walk around a little bit. I think what's amazing to me is how small this seems now. As you can see, it's sort of a outdoor basketball court. I think the hoops are only 8 feet here, if I remember right. And we used to play basketball here too, but as I walk around, we used to set up nets at each end. We had some portable hockey nets that we would use. I had so much fun playing street hockey here and also in my neighborhood in the Eastgate area. Okay, so where I'm standing now, you can see it behind me. There's a trail, and back when I was going to school here, that's the trail that a lot of us kids would walk on to get to school. Okay, so just for fun, we're gonna walk that trail. And I've just entered the wooded area, and it's not really deeply wooded. It's just some trees, but it is got a tree canopy here. And this is the trail that all of us kids would walk to the elementary school. And this is the last leg of the journey. Behind me, Tyee Junior High School, now Tyee Middle School. And you would walk on this little bit of wooded trail, and then when you pop out, you're at Sunset Elementary. Just kind of retracing some of those steps that I used to do way back in the day. I was just a young kid, just starting my journey here in the United States of America. So elementary school, kind of fun. I imagine this is all going to be gone sometime Bellevue just continues to prosper and grow and change. So this trail, who knows how much longer it'll be here. So one of my fondest memories of elementary school days was the time I spent as a AAA safety patrol person. And that was something that happened throughout the United States, sponsored by AAA, the Automobile Association. And kids would be assigned that task where you would be a safety patrol person, and you just kind of look out for other kids and make sure they were safe as best you could. And I did it for 2 years, grades 5 and 6. And 5th grade, I was just a regular safety patrol person. But for my last and final year here at Sunset, I was made a lieutenant. And boy, that was such an honor for me. So that made you sort of the captain of a team. You would take out your folks, around 5 or 6 other kids, kind of station them where they needed to go. And so you had a little responsibility. And boy, having that honor was a big, big deal for me, being sort of a new kid here in the U.S. So as I walk around what's left of the building, it is good news. Although this building is being demolished, it looks like it will remain a Spanish language school, which is great. Lots of diversity, more diversity than there used to be here in Bellevue. So I think that's a really, really good thing. And today it's been fun just to come back and take one last look before it's all completely gone.